Chapter 5. The Fundamental Units of Life. Answer the following. 1. Why is the plasma membrane called a selectively permeable membrane? Answer. The plasma membrane allows or permits the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. It also prevents the movement of some other materials. The cell membrane, therefore, is called a selectively permeable membrane. 2. How do substances like carbon dioxide and oxygen move in and out of the cell? Answer. Some substances like carbon dioxide and oxygen can move across the cell membrane by a process called diffusion. The spontaneous movement of a substance from a region of high concentration to a region where its concentration is low is called diffusion. Water moves in and out of the cell by a process called osmosis. Osmosis is the passage of water from a region of high water concentration through a selectively permeable membrane to a region of low water concentration till equilibrium is reached. 3. Explain what will happen if a plant cell is kept in hypertonic solution, hypotonic solution and isotonic solution. Answer. When kept in hypertonic solution, water crosses the cell membrane in both directions, but more water leaves the cell than enters it, because if the medium surroundings the cell has a lower water concentration than the cell will lose water by osmosis. Therefore, the cell will shrink. When kept in hypotonic solution, water molecules are free to pass across the cell membrane in both directions, but more water will come into the cell than will leave, because if the medium surrounding the cell has a higher water concentration than the cell will gain water by osmosis. The net result is that water enters the cell. The cell is likely to swell up. When kept in isotonic solution, water crosses the cell membrane in both directions, but the amount going in is the same as the amount going out. So, there is no overall movement of water, because if the medium surrounding the cell has exactly the same water concentration as the cell, there will be no net movement of water across the cell membrane. Thus, the cell will stay the same size. 4. Differentiate between plasma membrane and cell wall. Plasma membrane is made up of lipids and proteins. Cell wall is made up of cellulose. Plasma membrane is flexible. Cell wall is rigid. Plasma membrane is a living membrane. Cell wall is a non-living membrane. Plasma membrane allows the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. Cell wall protects as well as provides structural strength of plant cells. Define plasmolysis. Answer. When a living plant cell loses water through osmosis, there is shrinkage or contraction of the contents of the cell away from the cell wall. This phenomena is known as plasmolysis.